All right, so today we're going to be adding lines. So once you feel like you're done with your shapes, grab a Sharpie, a ruler, and if you want to do any curvy lines, maybe something circular in a couple sizes, and you will need, of course, a pencil because we're going to do everything in pencil first. The first thing I want to do is, before I kind of go crazy with all my lines, I do want to add a Kandinsky wiggle, okay? So I'm going to add just a wiggly line, and I want to think where this is going to look best. Okay, so I tried to add it somewhere where it looked like it wasn't going to take away from anything, and I'm going to just kind of leave that guy there. Everywhere else, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to start adding lines. I know some of you have tried to kind of do like a little hidden cross in your picture. So if you want to do that, you can. If you want to do some curvy lines, think of areas where you can do stuff like that. You can still add some shapes if you want. This is kind of a bumpy shape to trace. After you've added a few lines that you like, now you're going to take your Sharpie. All your lines need to be traced, okay? So any just plain lines, I'm going to take my Sharpie and carefully trace them. I'm going to have you not use the ruler and just trace as best you can right on top of those lines. Make sure you're being careful with the Sharpie. Like if you just drew on it, we don't want to rub your hand across it because it'll spread around on your paper. Now with this Kandinsky wiggle, it usually starts off thicker at the top and then gets skinnier, so I'm going to show you how you can do that. See how I added some lines just inside of a shape? You can do that. Now here I accidentally went off of my pencil line, and that's fine. I just want to go back and erase that. I also tried not to get too carried away. After you've traced all your lines, I'm going to have you start outlining some shapes, not all of your shapes. To make this Kandinsky wiggle thicker, I'm going to use my Ticonderoga marker. Okay. And here I'm going to color this in. Okay, so some of your shapes you're going to outline, some of them you're not. Okay, so that is up to you. So for example, if I for sure want this circle outlined, I'm going to go ahead and outline it carefully. You're gonna have to decide when it comes to passing through another shape. Do you want that part outlined or not? Because you could skip it, or you could go through it. You're the artist. You get to decide. Like maybe through my Rubik's Cube, I'm not gonna draw through that. I have a lot of smaller shapes I added. Maybe some of them I want to outline, some of them I don't. I think I'm gonna leave my triangle and not outline it, but I think I'm gonna outline some of this rectangle. I might outline this part of my cross here. Okay, so you guys are the artists. You decide what gets outlined, what does not.